Hello! Welcome back to another video. Today I'm so excited to do a video about meal prepping, meal planning, whatever you want to call it, planning out for a really busy week that I have coming up ahead. If you're new here, my name is Laura. I'm a dancer. I live in a trailer, and in August I'm moving to New York City to pursue dance. And I'm also engaged, and I'm going to be married in about 11 months. So if you're interested in anything about intentional living, wedding planning, New York lifestyle, tiny living, minimalism, all those sorts of things, I love to talk and chat about all those things on my channel. So this week I want to share with you how I kind of meal prep and meal plan for a really busy week. Meal planning and meal prepping can look different for everyone, and it should look different because we all have different nutritional needs, we all have different schedules and different reasons that we would prep food. And so for me this week, I'm going to be gone from 8 a.m. to around 10 or 11 p.m. every single day for I think 6 days in a row. I need to plan to have food for all of those, so I'm not going out and buying food every single day. Step one to planning or meal prepping for your week is to plan. Obviously, when you're planning, take a couple things into consideration. 1, do you have access to a fridge? 2, do you have access to heat? And number 3, consider what you already have in the fridge. So, taking those things into consideration, I'm going to take my notebook. This is just a little 7-day planner, spaced down here, and it has boxes up here for each day of the week. Down here, I'm going to make a list of foods that I need to buy and foods that I know I have that I want to use. So down here, I'm going to write foods to use, and then we're also going to be making our grocery list while we're doing this. So I know I'm not going to want to use dishes in the morning, and I'm also not going to want to use heat in the mornings. So I'm going to go with a yogurt parfait that's already kind of in a cup. I'm just going to take off the top and throw in some toppings. That's going to be my morning because I already have yogurt in the fridge, and I have peanut butter, and I have granola. So I'm going to kind of use what I have. I am going to buy bananas just so there's something else to eat, and then I can just throw away the peel. Another thing when you're planning is consider if you're going to have to go out to eat one of the nights, plan for that. Don't plan a meal instead. So the next part of planning is to decide what you want to eat for lunch. So I know in my pantry I have chickpeas and I have some pretzels. I think I'm going to go with a cold chickpea salad. So I'm going to do like chickpeas, I'm going to throw in some pico de gallo, some avocado, and pita chips, and I'm going to call that lunch. I'm going to add in some fruit. And then I want the fruit to be something that I can just kind of eat. I have a retainer, so I can't actually eat apples, like bite them. I have to cut them up. So I'm actually going to get a thing of cherries because those you can just wash and eat. I want dinner to be more charcuterie, more like pick and eat. I think I'm going to go with hummus, turkey, probably crackers or pretzels, and maybe a fruit and a carrot or something like that. Something that's kind of like picky that I can just eat randomly. As I'm planning, I'm making my grocery list. I need something to use as snacks, so I think I'm going to go with some sort of like little bar things. Step 2 is make a list. So here I have a list of everything that I'm going to be eating this week, and I have a grocery list. Also make sure that you check what's in your pantry and in your fridge and freezer first because it's most easiest to just do with what you have. Step 3 to meal planning and meal prepping is to go grocery shopping. Okay, got everything. In total, this cost about, I think, $48. I think that's pretty good for all organic, all pretty much fresh food, high quality food for an entire week. Now it is time for step 4, which is cook and prepare all the food. I actually don't think I'm doing any cooking today. I'm just kind of throwing things together and getting it all ready. So one little note about food prep for me. When you look up food prep, you're gonna see these photos of like 5 different boxes with chicken, broccoli, and rice, all looking identical, putting them in the fridge. I think that's kind of nasty because I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't last very long, and by day 5 I don't really want to eat that. So my version of meal prepping is batch cooking, making a whole dish of food and then serving it out either the night before or the morning of, just scooping it in, placing in my ingredients, and then using that for my food for the day instead of like pre-packaging everything, because I also don't like to keep a bunch of Tupperware around. I don't have 7 of the exact same Tupperware to spare. I don't meal prep enough to justify having that much stuff in a trailer. So let me show you my containers. These are all the containers that I own. This is an H-E-B set. I have a couple more in the freezer. There's like a bigger one. This is like my Target lunchbox, and then this is, I bought this from a Sustainable brand. So I think this is gonna be dinner, this is gonna be lunch every day, so I'm gonna have to reuse those. And then I think like snacks and stuff in these, and then this is where the food's going to live until I prep it the night before, if that makes sense. tip, if you store your carrots in water, they will last so long in the fridge. This is step number 5, is to store your food. Don't worry, if this doesn't look like enough for breakfast, I'm gonna put peanut butter and granola on these, but that's just kind of like my breakfast, easy grab and go. These are a snack. This will be my lunch, so I have chickpea, avocado, pita chips, and cherries as my lunch, and then my snack is going to be carrots, hummus, pretzels, and then 2 cheese and 1 of these things plus the ningxia. These 4 things is an example of what one day will look like, and I have all my prepped ingredients here. So what'll happen is I'll eat this one day. When I get home, I'm gonna rinse this all out, put more food in from these. Everything's already washed, prepared, cut, or stored, and then I'm going to throw it all in there. So I know this isn't a full traditional meal prep, but this is what I like to do. Okay, so that was 5 easy steps to how to meal plan, meal prep, and I know this was not like a traditional way to do it. I kind of just showed you how I personally do this to fit in my actual week, because I don't want to make a video about something that I don't use in my daily week. So I hope you see how flexible this way of meal planning is, and how it is, I don't know, I prefer this way instead of doing like the individual boxes that are like all prepped, because in the morning it just helps me if I'm able to just like throw it all together really quick. Everything's already prepped, and then bringing it into the containers and using that. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you learned anything new, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And then I also recently just started posting YouTube shorts, so go check some of those out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!